Here's a disclaimer. Go sub to this guy.
Ethan's universe. Why? Why? So I was on call with my good buddy Shadow Lad, and he pointed out to me that one of his online friends or YouTuber friends that also makes edits and scales people, like fictional characters,
Yes, that is indeed me. Hi.
posted a video saying the top 8 strongest characters in all of fiction. You might be able to tell where I'm going with this, but if you can't, I'm still going to explain it anyway. I don't know if he was rage baiting or if he actually said what he meant.
I'm gonna point this out quickly because people were thinking so in the comments that I was rage baiting and some other stuff. Maybe off memory. I'm currently typing this out with no script. But it wasn't really rage bait. I link at the end that I will debate with anyone on the topic, mainly because, well, I'm a power scaler, I'm a debater, and yeah, a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, so this isn't really rage bait, but some things I will say is that I have basically everyone outside of Roblox new, but like extraversal. So yeah.
Because one of the characters on this list was the guy from the Walton files on the bunny.
I want to say something kind of ironic about this, not personally with you, but mainly my video. I know someone in the verse stronger than Bon. Their name's Tammy. They outscale Bon by a bit, but I used Bon for the video because not only do they have more clips, but they're literally the face of the Walton files. So yeah, I do actually have someone stronger than Bon in verse. Though I never really included them because, well, I mean, he's the face of the Walton files. People are clicking on the video for Bon. So yeah.
It's my cat. Say hello to my beautiful cat.
Before I get into the future segments, let me quickly explain why I have Bon at extraversal in the first place. Some people were wondering that, which is kind of valid considering he does seem like wall level fodder, despite them being like pixel scaling to get him to like building level that I calced myself. But rather than show the calcs, I'll quickly just briefly explain why Bon is extraversal because I want to show more scans in the video. But basically, Bon scales to the pumpkin rabbit, and they coexist with the pumpkin rabbit. The pumpkin rabbit can coexist with the Retalam via a couple reasons that I will explain in future videos, and Retalam exists in a plane beyond the concepts of space and time. I won't show scans for this, but I will show scans in the future if anyone is interested, or you can just go on Discord and DM me.
There was a couple characters on this list that I agree with, like Ginger and Goku. I think Goku is like at least top 100, but not top 8. Because this guy put him as the second strongest character in all of fiction. That is nowhere near true. Look.
For this segment, he basically just talks about how he's a fan of Dragon Ball and all that, which I don't mind and is completely fine, but I'll just completely skip this segment just so I can make pacing better for the video. You know, the one you're watching. So, the reason I have Goku at top 2 in fiction, I used to have Goku below Ginger and below Expunged. However, using God Fusion Goku, you can get Goku to like top 2 in fiction. I'm gonna also briefly explain it, but like there's context for God Fusion Goku scaling to like a real life audience or something, which is like insanely fucking broken. And also apparently like I don't know where people found the scan or like where people heard this, but apparently like he also fused with Toriyama, which if he did, that would mean that he basically has access to like every single ability that Toriyama could grant him in the verse. Though sadly there is like no evidence for this, and I don't use this scan at all. I just use the scan of Goku fusing with the viewers. So yeah. And also, just to keep in mind, Goku is number 2. Imagine number 1.
Saying, I agree with some of these characters, but in my opinion, I agree with some of these characters, but not all of them. And personally, I think that Zeno from Dragon Ball and Melon, which is from Melomania, I suggest you go watch it. It's on my channel. It's a very good series. Belong on this list. And then he simply replied with no. Really? I try to be respectful. This is the comment that I get in return. Are you serious? Location change for reasons that I don't want to talk about. So I replied with, Zeno is stronger than Goku and can erase universes by clenching his fist. And then he replied with, Zeno isn't stronger than Goku. Base GT Goku victim. GT Goku is a child. A child.
You want to know something funny? I have base GT Goku soloing the entirety of Dragon Ball Super. Here's why. there's basically like multiple statements in guides and stuff saying that End of Z Goku is like number one in his entire verse, and this being in an entire narrative statement coming completely after Dragon Ball Super and a bunch of other Dragon Ball source materials, and that same Goku would become GT Goku in episode 1 and onward. And GT Goku, I'm pretty sure, I don't really have the scan for this. I might try and like find it, but apparently he got like so strong that his base form basically surpassed all of his forms. I don't really have the scans for these as well, sadly, though I might make some on Discord. But I'm pretty sure there's like I can maybe prove, even though I don't have any scans, that Resurrection F and Battle of Gods is canon. So if it includes those, then Goku's strongest form at the time would be around like Super Saiyan Blue, maybe with Kaioken, though I heavily doubt it. And that same Super Saiyan Blue Goku, who is league stronger than basically everyone in Dragon Ball, would be a base GT Goku victim. Though you can argue for that same statement that you can argue that it only applies to stuff like Beerus and Whis, but like even then, I'm pretty sure the maximum gap you can get for Zeno above everyone is like 2 times stronger than the Grand Priest or vice versa, and then 2 times stronger than the Angels. Because like there's like no evidence for them scaling beyond that, and there's like, sorry if I don't have like much scans here. I really want to make this video quick and short, though I can discuss or call on Discord. I need to make scans sometime soon. So yeah.
And then I said, Zeno created everything in the story, and in his final form, or their final form, because it is 2 people combined, they can literally erase reality by flicking their wrist. And this nimwit said he can beat characters that view him as fiction. What? And then I reply with, when does it say that in the show? Where? At this point, I'm pretty angry, because at first I try to be respectful and share my opinion on this, because I understand that this is his opinion, and it's not a fact. And then he tried to act like it was true. So, next, he says he scales to FU. Excuse me? This is how we're doing? Really? I expected you to be mature. People tell me you were a professional debater, Ethan. What happened? Something else that made me mad was the fact that he put SMG4 Mario as the strongest character in all of fiction. What?
I won't lie, when I say this, I low-key kind of laughed at the ending, but anyone who's been a fan of me for a while has basically knows I've been pushing the agenda that SMG4 Mario would solo composite fiction. Yeah. Basically, he has what God Fusion Goku has, though in base form and suppressed. And he can get stronger with multiple forms on top of this. So yeah, it's basically a lot. Sorry if I didn't really show too much in this video. I might make a video scaling these guys with actual scans. I mainly just want to get this out as fast as possible, get my whole main response out so you know exactly what I'm going to say and what I'm basically been trying to argue. So if you do want to see scans though, I might make one of 3 things: a wiki page, a video if I have time, or some random other shit. Maybe even like Discord scans, which I have made for like multiple characters, including Goku, SMG4 Mario, Ginger, and a bunch of more. Including, actually, I need to mention other people. Bon, I think Roblox Noob I have scans for. Goku, I definitely... Wait, I've already mentioned Goku. I basically have a lot of scans for a lot of people. So yeah, I will make a video on these if you do want, and my fans want, but like it's gonna take me a lot of time, and I'm already working on like multiple videos. One of them even being a Dave and Bambi scaling video, which if people want to know how that's doing, I've basically been slacking off. My bad. Anyway, thank you for responding to my original video. This video was low-key decently well edited and a bunch of other stuff like I mentioned in the disclaimer. So yeah, everyone go sub to this guy and see ya. If you want scans, either come ask on Discord or you can request for a video. Or if you want me to respond with scans, I can go in depth and make a whole scaling video. See ya.